got it. We'll do better.
This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. Here in Milwaukee, coming up, Game 1 of the World Series on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer.
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. She doesn't have to be perfect, but if she can give another performance like last time out, her team will be happy.
About to get started here for Game 1. And now the center fielder.
Number 76, Leo Riva.
This one in the air. O'Hearn. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
On the ground, right side. Terang over to first in time. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Tyler O'Neill.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Tyler O'Neill. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun. Trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series. That's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there. There can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off. Go out there. Know that this is a rare opportunity and just play your best.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Got him. 3rd out. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. Stepping in, Babe Boomer. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all she's hoping is that the success that she's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool her off?
Well, they're going to be extreme.
What a stop! Come on. And very nicely done for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Game 1 of the World Series. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. And Naylor swings through that one.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Comebacker to the mound. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 2nd.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Stephen.
And the batter now, Stephen Kwan.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
Oh, she doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for her on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Mariners go down quietly there. They trail things here 2-0. Game 1 of the World Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luis Arias. Out to short, Ortiz. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Batting it, the shortstop, Park Young Kim.
Tap foul at the plate. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Brendan Donovan.
No.
The 1-0.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where she wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball onto O'Hearn. That is the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. This is the World Series on the show.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. And that one lifted in the air, center field. That is the inning. So they go quietly there. On to the 4th now in game number 1. Milwaukee leads it 2-0. You're watching the World Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Leo Rivas.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Ball to strike. Late with the swing there. Got him. She picks up her 5th strikeout.
Boog, I think even when you know she's got that pitch in her arsenal, you're still going to have a hard time recognizing and reacting to it unless you've seen it several times. And honestly, if you can hit that pitch, I'm concerned because you probably can't hit anything else that she throws. That one right there locked him up.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The Mariners trailing by 2 here in game 1 of the World Series. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, number 9,
Tyler O'Neill up next for the Mariners. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think he'll have it in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. Mariners are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at American Family Field. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Naylor with some impressive production lately. 0-1 down. Foul ball there. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now. These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, what a pitch for the strikeout right there, Boog. She placed that screwball on the inside, and man, that thing moves a ton. That's a unique pitch. So tough to throw. You don't see many pitchers throwing that pitch, but if you can put it right there against same-side hitters, almost impossible to handle.
Quan at the plate now, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The M's hitless so far in the game. And they'll do it again. On the ground. Terang. On to first, and that is the inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. This is the World Series on the show. Man at first, 1 away.
The designated hitter,
Wu was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run blast. And they add on.
She wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and she punished it. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Back here in Milwaukee, started the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Luis Arias.
Pitchers always face a dilemma trying to figure out how to attack this guy. She went with a breaking ball right there, but it feels like that approach.
On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
The batter, number 7,
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Tapped out in front of the plate. Terang. Here's Ortiz for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
The third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
1 out, man at first. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 so far. Yo one. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Just missed. Swings through that one out in front that time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Set down on strikes. That's her 9th strikeout so far. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. You're watching the World Series on the show. Man at first. Up now for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. She's already homered here in this one. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. That one was spoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure she could come in and score that run.
One down. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Just missed there. Boom. How would you describe your strike zone?
Kind of like a Weeble, large. So up next, Sal Freeland.
The left fielder, number 10, Sal Freeland.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 11-0.
Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
Game 1 of the World Series. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Oh, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead, your starter's still on the mound, and there's a chance she finishes this thing.
Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him looking. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout. And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. 2 down. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's Josh Naylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is the World Series on the show. We go to the 8th. In now is the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. That one's in there. 0-1. Foul ball. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Takes it in for the out.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Luis Arraez.
2 down, base is empty. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 2. Just missed.
That's inside.
A little bit low. The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of the World Series. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. Totally dominant on the mound as she's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching the World Series on the show. Number 13 stepping in now. Got the lead, but it's far from safe. She'll try to build on it right here.
Yeah, you love seeing a team stay aggressive. Don't wait around. Keep applying pressure.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that one hammered. That's back. Go away! Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what she did.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jared Koenig.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that
Back to the top of the order. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Leo Rivas. Koenig, one strike away from securing game one. Hit in the air, left field. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers start this World Series on the right foot as they win game one here at home. Boomer with a tremendous game both at the plate and on the mound. A really special performance.
And Boog, this is a pretty special performance, the kind you daydream about when you're scouting a two-way player like her. Great game.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Final score in this one, 13-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Here in Milwaukee, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game two, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect. The home side taking care of business in game one, but this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game two.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod on the mound, Mackenzie Gore. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
Boomer steps in facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
Yeah, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter's made of, Boog. Let's see what she brings to the table in this spot.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Third, the right fielder, Jackson Del Rio.
Digging in, Jackson Chourio.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
Nice grab. Tags the runner. And 2. What a play.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Sal.
Here's the left fielder, Sal Frelick. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the World Series. On the ground to third. A sliding stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Brewers strand 1. They trail here 1-0.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Ripped to right center, and now maybe extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get her. She's in there.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So, runner at second, 2 down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Runner on second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. Arise under it. And that is that. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the 4th inning now in game 2. All tied 1-1. You're watching the World Series on the show. Boomer stepping in now. Runners out there and a chance to chip away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bomb. Just needs to find some outfield grass, Boog. Keep the pressure on.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. That's back there, and it bangs off the wall. In comes the run from second. It's a double, 3rd hit of the night for her.
She's had such a good day today. I don't think she's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the World Series. In the dirt. The 1-2. Now a pop up on the infield. Donovan. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 7 and the Brewers 2. This is the World Series on the show. 1 down. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. 3 for 3. She's doubled twice and singled. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Out towards right center field. O'Neill moving under it. That's out number 2. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Boomer had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. They didn't get the win, but she certainly wasn't the reason they lost.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Nothing better than pregame festivities for the World Series. Game 3 is coming up next. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Well, when a team starts a series on the road and comes away with a split in the first 2 games, they've essentially taken over home field advantage. So the last thing these guys want to do now is give it right back by dropping this one. And these fans know that just as much as the players.
And the atmosphere here is electric. And this figures to be about as intense as postseason baseball gets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. On the hill for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
This one in the air. That's out number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
World Series Game 3. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. In the air, right field. And a quick out, number 1. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
The designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's got a chance. And that one becomes property of the beast. That's her 3rd home run of the series. And they're on the board.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. She guessed right, squared it up, and she made it look way too easy. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time she pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
So 2 down, Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. You can't ask for a bigger performance from her. A pair of home runs and now just a one-run game in the late stages. This team won't go away because she won't let them.
Back to the top of the order. This is Bryce Terang. 2 down, nobody on. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. We're here in Seattle. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first 3 games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound in this one, Ryan Wu. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Rip to right, base hit.
Find it. That's a way to find that sweet spot right there.
Batting third.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
1 out, runner at first. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And she steals second base without a throw.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive her in now.
One out and a runner at second here in Game 4 of the World Series. On the ground to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Sal Frelick.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. This is the World Series on the show. Back in Seattle and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Babe Boomer. How about a scouting report on her?
She touched the 9th inning her last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but she did get the W. They'd love to see her pitch deep into this one again.
Leading off, Leo Rivas.
The center fielder,
Rivas hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Venezuela.
Yep.
That clips a corner.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Well, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure she was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but she found a way to just get it by him.
Down.
Here's a 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
2 down, bases empty. Tyler O'Neill up next for the Mariners. O'Neill launched a homer in his most recent game.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Scoreless after 1. The 4th game of the World Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Naylor matched a homer in his last game. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
1-2 now. Got him looking for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. Tap foul at the plate. No score here in the second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. On the ground. And foul ball. The 0-2. Got him swinging.
She really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Stephen Kwan digs in now. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll move to the third with no score. Man at first, one away.
The designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
And there's a foul ball. Top of the third, no score. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Milwaukee.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luis Arias.
C-Ride.
Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. One away.
Well, 3 pitches, down, fastball up, swinging. Boog, it's like learning a chord progression, getting those strums right, man. So many pitchers prefer working north-south these days compared to the east-west, and that was a great example right there.
The 0-1. Fouled off down the right side. Going 2 now. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And up next for Seattle, Brendan Donovan. Donovan with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And she strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching the World Series on the show. The 4th game of the World Series. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Leo Rivas.
Well, these Mariners just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Raleigh, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. A little bit low.
Down.
Ball 1. The M's hitless so far in the game.
That's a strike.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Up the middle. Jump throw on the money. Nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. This is the World Series on the show. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they've taken the lead here in Game 4.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So two down. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. And that's the third out. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Brewers 1 and the Mariners nothing. You're watching the World Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Ball.
And Naylor swings through that one. Late with the swing there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Stays alive. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Up the middle, Ortiz. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle onto O'Hearn. 3rd out. Mariners go down quietly there, and it remains 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luis Arias. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
The 0-2.
Ball inside.
That one just misses.
She's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease this.
In there, got him looking for the K.
Number 7, shortstop.
And here's a look at how she's using her pitches in this one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Mariners still looking for their first hit in this one. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say she's convinced, but it looks like she's accepted it.
Struck him out swinging. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next, Brendan Donovan. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Out to short, Ortiz. Handles, throws to first. Inning over. So she's perfect through 6. This is the World Series on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, Leo Rivas.
Swing and a ground ball. Can't reach it, and the perfect game bid is over. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Boomer back at it after the leadoff hitter gets on.
Well, not how you want to start, but now it's about limiting the damage. You got to bear down right here.
Popped up. Terang settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
A little bit low.
That's too
Ball
low.
1.
Way to lay off that pitch down. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Terang. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the first baseman, number 12, Josh.
Here's Josh Naylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground to third. Young tossed to first, and the inning is over. So that does it, but not before they find a way to spoil the perfect game. You're watching the World Series on the no outs, runner at first. Now here is Babe Boomer.
Picked up an RBI in her last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That one is absolutely belted. Boom goes the dynamite. A 2-run homer. That's her 5th homer of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Got him. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
That one finds the zone. Strike one.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
The heater can be a tone setter for a pitcher, but if it's not effective, it goes the other way. It becomes a tone setter for the offense. They just haven't been able to do much with it in this one.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
The rise. In the box again. Takes the strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and she just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Way out front for strike two. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. This is the World Series on the show. Boomer stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here.
Yeah, Boo, get that girl an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled away. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he misses it. It drops. The 2nd run scores. And it's 5-0. Not stopping. She's going for 3.
You know, when you flat out botch a fly ball in the outfield, it's a pretty terrible feeling, but it compounds things when it allows 2 runs to score. It happens to every outfielder at some point, but you just hate to see it when it's such an impactful error.
So a runner at 3rd, 2 men out. Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. 2 outs and a runner at 3rd. Late here in game 4. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first.
You're out.
And the inning is over. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Trevor McGill.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Man at first, Dominic Canzone will hit next. Uribe is just one strike away. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers work their way back to even in this series. 2 games apiece.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these two teams.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Yeah, and even though neither team's going to be going home after today, Game 5 always has the feel of an elimination game when the series is tied up at 2-2. And maybe it's just as important as one, because being up 3-2 as opposed to down 3-2 makes a huge difference going forward.
Yeah, you don't want to be the team with their backs up against the wall in Game 6. This is a big swing game. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the mound in this one, Bryce Miller. What's the word on him?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Now it's the DH, Babe Boomer. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. The two-run shot, her 6th of the series. The Brewers score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
World Series Game 5. New inning getting started. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
For me, Boog, a game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Up next from Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Babe Boomer.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Terang on at first. Nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. And boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
She's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers.
Coming off an absolute bomb in her last at bat.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 6-0. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Two on, 2 outs. To the right side. Naylor steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. The Brewers are out in front, 6-0. You're watching the World Series. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. Another homer. That's her 3rd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. Singy, she's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She is really seeing the ball well in this one. I mean, what a performance we're seeing in this one. 3 home runs in a World Series game. Ridiculous. And that's what backyard dreams are made of, and she's living it in real time. It's only been done a couple of times in history, so this is really special, and we won't forget this. All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here in Milwaukee, the World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. It's been a heck of a series so far, Siggy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You know, Boog, some of the greatest games in baseball history have been a Game 6, so I'm fired up for this one. And clearly, being at home with a 3-2 lead in the series is a huge advantage, but it's far from a guarantee. They've still got to go out there, handle their business, and not let this get to a Game 7.
And the odds are obviously against any team trying to win a Game 6 and Game 7 on the road. But it does happen. They don't consider this series over by any means. First pitch coming your way next. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Mackenzie Gore.
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Boomer stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, you just got to forget the scouting report. She's got to step in the box and trust her instincts.
This one in the air, center field. Rivas on the move, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jackson. Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
Popped up. Kim should have this one. And that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still no score.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Big Boomer.
And it stays fair. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could
run around the move. Oh, now this one gets way at the plate. And now a runner into scoring position. The Brewers with the tying run at the plate here in Game 6 of the World Series. Swing and a ground ball. He gets there on a slide. And they get the out.
just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Sal Frelick digs in now. Here's a 1-2. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down. Babe Boomer up now for the Brewers. 1 for 3. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now she'll turn for second. And she's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio.
This is a big spot for a big-time player. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The Brewers with the go-ahead run standing at second late here in Game 6. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Go ahead run on base. Sal Frelick now at the plate. Runner on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Josh Young. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Hold it right here.
But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. We are tied 2-2. This is the World Series on the show. Boomer locks in. She's a threat to end it with 1 swing. Pitcher knows it, so does everybody else.
Yeah, you just got to stay disciplined right here. That mistake pitch might only show up once, and it's got to be punished.
Hammer, base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got her stride and load out of the way early. She stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like she was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Huge wild pitch there. Winning run is in scoring position. The winning run on second base. That one the other way. Got it. Great leaping catch.
Generally, not the type of great play you expect from a first baseman, but he does a great job of hauling that one down.
So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Number 13 digging in. Walk-off watch is officially on, Singy. All that's missing is the dramatic backflip.
Yeah, or a helmet toss and a crowd surf. Let's see if she can give them the moment they're hoping for right here.
hit into center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Across is the winning run, and the Brewers are World Series champions. Let the celebration begin in Milwaukee. The Brewers are World Series champions.
Wow, wow, wow. What a moment. It'll go down as one of the greatest ever in baseball history. World Series walk-off. What else could you hope for? Such a special series and a heroic moment to end it.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game.
Back now as we continue to wrap up award season on MLB Tonight. It's Greg Hamstring alongside Yadier Alonso and Dan Plesac. Guys, this was a very special year. For one pitcher in particular, let's be honest, we all know who I'm referring to. Of course, the winner of the Cy Young and MVP awards. What a dominant season on the mound, Dan, we just witnessed.
Listen, I'm pitcher biased. No question about it. That's how I made my living. But you have to have an outstanding season as a pitcher to win the MVP. This was well-deserved.
Yonder, you were a position player. Are you okay with a pitcher winning MVP?
100%. Listen, I was facing the Verlanders and the Kershaws of the world when they were in the MVP. When I would go to the field, when I would go and hit against those guys, I knew I wasn't going to get a hit. This stuff that we saw this year was just like that. Congratulations.
It was a fun award season. Congrats to all this year's winners. Back here on MLB Tonight as we wrap up awards season. It's Greg Amsinger, my guys Dan Plesac and Yonder Alonso. Guys, we saw a first-time Cy Young Award winner this year, and there's usually a healthy debate around who should take home this honor in each league. But from what we saw this season from him on the mound, Dan, it looks like the voters got it right.
Definitely got it right. Listen, there's one thing about being an all-star pitcher or a pitcher of the week, pitcher of the month, but when you win the Cy Young, hands down, you're the best pitcher in the sport.
I think for me, facing a guy like that, what he was doing this year was outstanding. I faced the Scherzers. I faced the Kershaws of the world. They've won back-to-back Cy Youngs. I'm telling you, this guy, no question about it, deserved it.
He just looked like an uncomfortable at bat all year.
He was.